Testing, testing, testing. Shit better work this time. Yep. Alright.
Yo, when you start the game,
I didn't hit him once through that fucking wall? No chance. I put so many bullets through that bitch. Hey, I forgot I'm a mod in your stream. Yee. I'll start banning everybody.
Alright. Just gonna make sure everybody can hear me before I actually start doing this. Alright, I'm good. We got TG, Team Ghost, we got Revenants. Not exactly sure, if there's a rivalry. That'd be pretty cool though, if there was a rivalry. We're on Villa. Ghosts on offense, Revenants on defense. Let's get straight to this, man. Trying to see what we got pulling out from both sides. Both these teams are very good from what I've seen. I know Team Ghosts have really shown how good they really are on some of these maps, but not a lot of their usual, I guess, well, really only one person missing. But I'm not sure about Revenants. I haven't seen Revenants play too much. But we shall see during this Villa game. A little bit of an aggressive pick on the defensive side. Alibi, Oryx, Valkyrie. That's a whole lot of traps and intel, as well as, you know, Oryx just an aggressive op overall. So we're going to see how they set up this site. No wall denial. Or they do actually have wall now. I meant no to ADS. Like no Omai, no Jaeger. No util denial. Do got some traps, some intel. And everyone here can shoot. It's a lot of shooters, man. We see some Val cams coming up in study. Pretty default site setup. Nothing too big. No way you're no longer on the team. Bro, if you need a team, man, I'll get you on one. I'll be your little fucking... I'll be your manager, dude. That sucks, man. That's why I was like, looking at we're looking at like a, you know, a lineup without Don't Hurt Me, and I was like, damn. Because you're really the MVP. You grab, you guys are locked. Z-Ping coming out on the guy roaming below. He's going to get sought out. He still gets sought out. They might try and go for a clear on him. Hearing that they got a pre-play C4 below. Do have the IQ to deal with that. Looks like a little bit of cross-map presence as well. But for the most part, looks like a study take here. Pre-fire coming through. Wow. That was a very close one. Fatal almost picked up a frag on him. TJ is just going to be looking out for this util from below here. Finds that C4. Got some presence on the main staircase waiting. He sees the feet of a player. He's going to still have that shotgun in hand. He goes for hip fire, but TJ is going to be the first person to pick up a frag on this map and starting out the game for Team Ghost here. Alibi is going to get sought out again. She's been on cams all around. Lion Scan coming out. Noise is going to take some space here. Looking to push up here. Money's going to push up on the staircase, but he's going to get out fragged by Smutiny and Normic, though. Good trade back. Now making it a 4 versus 3. Intel's going to get shot out here. Grappling still with the diffuser on the study balk. Gonna do a little bit of a cross-map presence here. Still got one person playing on the other side. It's gonna be Fatal to find another kill, though. Now in a 4 versus 2. Starting to execute a little bit. Smutiny for a second on the round, though. He's gonna be able to find himself a pick. Trying to even out the scores just a little bit. Noisy's looking for the flank here. Fatal's gonna push up on Books. Proxy's gonna spot him out. Grappling still on the study balk. Hax is gonna find one for himself. Smutiny's still taking shots from the study balcony, trying to lay some work down and take the advantage here. Hax is still roaming on Deer's side. I think they know that. They might get aggressive on the guy in sight now. Grappling's going to push up on the door. He's going for the gunfight. The swing lands a shot, but not enough to take down Smutiny. Still stuck in this pinch. Grappling is swinging in. He's going to be able to find him, and we're going to start seeing a plant go down. Fatal's got his cover. Hack's going to C4 from below. It's going to miss, though. Trying to run up main. He has to make something happen here.
Attackers are activating the bomb diffuser.
And there is the plant. They know that he's coming from study. Fatal taking a wide gunfight. Z-Ping's come out. Looking for a shot, and there it is. Team Ghosts finding the first round. A great first round. Not sure really what was going on the trophy side of the map. Noisy pushing by himself. A little odd, especially with the air jabs in hand. TJ finding a great first pick on the guy main stairs, though. That main stairs presence really is what you're fighting for a study side. You know, you get the guy on main, and then you can really just push up after that. But that was a great first pick. Not sure exactly what he was doing, you know. Shotgun in hand, saw the feet. Little bit of a long-distance gunfight. Shotgun in hand really isn't going to help anything out there, but after that, it was just smooth sailing for Team Ghost. A couple of trade backs, but nothing that they couldn't handle. Revenants having a very hefty, I'd say hefty roam game. I mean, they had Alibi starting from one side, going to the other.
Defenders,
Hax was trophy side in a 2v2. Not really sure what he was doing. Didn't see an Echo played on this map. Again, I mean, they got the ADSs this time, but they do not have the wall denial, which is very unfortunate.
Bomb located by attackers.
Team Ghost still have all 5 of their
Seconds left
drones
before
up,
insertion.
so the intel is not.
5
Oh,
seconds.
they got not 4. Sorry.
Attacker's objective is to defuse a bomb.
Let's see where these ADSs are placed. Got 1 on the main wall, maybe 2. Just trying to see how well it's gonna stop their push here. Got 1 there. 1 Astro, maybe? Nah. Oh yeah, I guess he is gonna put 1 Astro. Does he still have 1? Yeah. Okay. Well, looks like a pretty standard hold. You do have Minty on the roam though, really far away. Sheik has a nice angle on that AV guy.
I'm reloading.
Gonna start making themselves known on the master push. Again, a split push coming out. Grappling. Wow. Claymore Grappling's gonna be able to find the first pick here. A little bit of a free fire coming out from Noisy, trying to find the guy on 90. He's gonna get spotted out. He's gonna get taken down. A great pinch pressure there from Money. And he's gonna find a second for himself. TJ. A third. Wow, and just like that, every single member of Revenants just falls, and it's all down to Minty here. TJ finding 3 on the round, but Minty's got to fight through all sorts of trouble to get this round closed out. Plant coming down now. Minty is just like, what just happened to my teammates? Z-King coming out, but TJ with the 4K. Team Ghosts showing up for this Villa attack. They really want to be known that they're here. They want to be known that just because you have a roamer stopping me from pushing 90 doesn't mean I'm just not going to push it and take the gunfight. TJ really just showing up there. That Lion scan helped out too. Those, I mean, I can't believe, without the Claymore, I bet you TJ aces, but I'm not really sure what Hax was going for. Trying to get an early pick, but it didn't really work out for him. Now Revenants know that this team is ready to play. They got to show up that they're, or show that they're not just here to be harassed and bullied. No castle for a dining defense. That's unusual. I know they had it, but then they switched to a Capcan. I'm not really sure that's going to stop them. I think that's just going to make them a little bit more aggressive. I think Team Ghost see that castle and they say, alright, let's do a top down. They see that Capcan, they're like, alright, there's no castle on the board. We can shoot down these barricades easy for pinch pressure. Only 2 C4s in. 3 actually. That is a pretty good number. When you're taking vertical on this site, it's very, very easy to get nitro because primarily most of this site is soft floor.
Attackers are heading out to
Looks like they are going to be contesting above though. That's what I like to see. You know, at least since they're not holding a castle, they're not just bunkering on site. They are actually extending, making their presence known here. But it looks like a cross map take. I mean, I wouldn't say it's rare seeing one of these, but I think it's pretty rare seeing a cross map take for a downstairs site. Just in general, I mean, you are taking that second floor presence, but Villa is just such a big map to have second floor presence on that you really only need statue and trophy control. Looks like they do spot one out, pushing up on Books though. He might get spotted out. He's looking for the drone. TJ's pushing up on him. A Sheik trying to get the swing, but Money is there to get the frag. Enormic taking a lot of damage, but he's still up on the board. TJ's pushing up off of these drones, taking a good amount of space and a good amount of time. They are going to get access to cams here. Looks like the rest of them are downstairs. Whoa, what is this? Minty and Hax, both what you'd think would be site players, Smoke and Hax with the C4, pushing up, making their presence heavily known downstairs. Or not known, I guess, but pushing up and making a presence. And leaving only 2 members on site. They're going to spot out some of these Capcan traps and start working some vertical here. Good droning coming out from TG, finding all these Capcan traps. Still half the round to go. Starting to work some vert pressure here. Fatal's looking out for some of this intel. C4 wasted. Not going to be able to connect with anybody. Noisy's going to capitalize onto Trilly, though. It's going to be one of the site players. Minty is... Ooh, he's looking like he wants to go for a flank here, but just might not make that happen. TJ's going to get snuck up on, though. Hacks going to find a kill from behind, and that's going to slowly start evening out this scoreline. Going to start fusing site now. A minute left on the clock. Grappling still on these cams here. They do have access to all cams. Fatal's starting to push down red. He's starting to see if he can make something happen. Norma going to find Smutiny on site with a fuse charge. Now in a 2 versus 4. Hack's going to get found out on the roam. It's going to be all down to Minty here. He has to try and clutch up for his team. 40 seconds left. Fuse charge is still coming out. A whole bunch of pressure that he has to play off of right now. He's going to know one's in sight. Going for a smoke. He finds one on the memo rotate. He's about to swing back around. Drone spots him out. Fatal's going to go for a little pre-fire, trying to take a gunfight with him. Shotgun out, misses all of his SMG shots, but he's able to find it with the shotgun. 3 versus 1, trying to see if he can connect onto a Normic here. One little shotgun blast, and it will send him to the pass. They do have the post-plant scenario. 30 seconds left. Flashes are coming out. They have a 3-way crossfire onto Minty. Looks like this round's all but over. Minty seeing if he can work a little bit of a headshot, a little bit of a peek here. He does not know that one's prone to his left. Grappling tries to get a free fire, but now he knows. Gonna stand up, and he's just gonna get taken down. Grappling to close out that round, and a great push from TG. Revenants are getting super, super aggressive on the roam. I mean, they had a smoke down bottom main. They had one in living room. Smoke was about to go for a flank there. You know, Minty was about to go for a flank, but the aggressiveness from them is just not working. They're trying to take these single gunfights, these double gunfights, but they're just not working the right spots. You know, flanking up red, understand that. You know, they're taking statue, they're taking trophy. Flanking main is just really, really hard to do, especially when you know that they're flanking main, or when the other team knows you're flanking main. So it is kind of an issue, but I think Revenants is going to be able to pull this one out. Or at least one of these rounds out. Because they do have, you know, the gunfights. The first round, you know, we saw the gunfights coming out from Revenants onto Team Ghost. You know, they got the trades. You know, the plays were there. They had the utility, but they just weren't really positioned the best. That's exactly why Team Ghost was able to capitalize off that. And take a 2 versus 1 on site. I have a lot of 1.5s. This is how you know a team's going to be super, super aggressive. Or, I wouldn't say aggressive, but more like a, Ooh, will he find that? Will he find that drone?
Attackers are moving out to locate
I don't think so, but this is how you know a team's going to be super aggressive. You got 4 1.5 scopes. And 1.5 scopes are great on defense. I mean, offense, you know, you got access to all these, like, 1x, or 1.5s, 2s, 2.5s, 3s. But defense, you know, when you find an op with a good scope, a good gun, no recoil, you know, good damage, it's super, super easy to play a roam with and super, you know, consistent with taking gunfights and winning gunfights. Looks like it's going to be another study take here. No cross-map presence this time. Finding out this util, just identifying the ops, knowing that they have the Capcan again. They have good positioning this time. 1 roamer. 3-4 on site. This is, you know, especially for a study play, you definitely want to have people on site holding these angles and having presence be known. AV head holes, not exactly sure why they're letting the bar wall get open. That's kind of not what you want. Smutiny finally, or not Smutiny, but someone finally peeks on up and takes down the util off that wall. Which is kind of what you need to do. Smutiny able to find one. TJ gonna answer right back, though. He's in sight. The proxy identifies him. Smutiny gets one for himself again. Now in a 3 versus 4. TJ missing some shots, trying to see if he can find one out. Anorma gonna be able to find one. TJ's gonna answer back. He's getting shot by the Capcan trap. Hacks. Smutiny finds another for 3K on the round. It's gonna be all down to Noisy playing from below. About to sneakily push up Red. Minty, you think he knows he's there, but he's not going to keep holding that angle, so I guess he doesn't. Tracks are going to make him known, though. He's going to start rotating over to Astro. He hears it. Minty's going to be able to hold it. Smutny trying to drone him out and help his teammate. Minty's in a great position here. Going for a little bit of a pre-fire. Not the best idea, you know, making his presence known, but he can rotate back to site if he wants to. Smutny's going to drone him out. Make him identifiable. Minty's still going to try and put some pressure on him. Take some gunfights here. He's getting a little aggressive. But that's pretty usual from what we've seen. And Minty's going to find him after the Capcan trap hit him. And again, like I said, Revenants, they had it in them to pull out one of these rounds. They had the gunfights. AV looked really good for them. They just needed to get the trade backs. And Smutny was able to get 3 and able to close that one out for his team. It's one of the better rounds that we've seen. I mean, Team Ghosts have really put up on the board that, you know, they're a great offensive team on Villa. Revenants are showing that their aggression is getting matched by Team Ghosts, but not matched enough, apparently. Smutny able to find 3. Wasn't able to really see how he got them, but just beautiful coming out from him. You know, that's what they needed. They needed that pressure. They needed that momentum. So hopefully we see a 3-3 split, you know. Hopefully Revenants come alive. They show that they're an even matched here. Or that they're evenly matched.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
So definitely rank players versus comp team. Yeah, absolutely. You can definitely tell that, you know, Revenants is somewhat of a comp team. You know, they have, you know, the idea of playing the right ops, but some of these ops are just questionable. Some of the positioning's a little questionable. Team Ghosts just look really put together, coordinated. I'm excited to see what they bring out on defense.
AD is deployed and ready to go.
Deploying. 10 seconds to insertion. 5 seconds to go.
We're ready for company.
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Ooh, Minty's getting a little aggressive here. Might be able to find an easy pick. But it looks like the cross-map presence is going to be still here. Not exactly sure what's going on. This looks like a 3-way pinch. TJ's getting really aggressive here. He's following up a drone. This is good work by them. There's nothing to stop him pushing up Astro. He's just going to walk right up. He's going to find one on a Trilly. He's already in sight. TJ, there's no one to stop him. Hack's finally going to spray some shots toward him. He's going to spray on back, but just not enough to answer. TJ going to take a lot of damage, but it's not going to work out for him. Swinging on up is the Goyo. It's going to trade it out. A Sheik, great frag to trade it back. Hack's going to find another for himself. 3 versus 4 here. Fatal's going to take a little bit of damage and finally gets closed out by Smutny. Noisy's trying to get the refrag here. Smutny just backing up on a very little bit of health here onto the bar. He's going to be able to have a great angle. Tries to fire away, but Noisy, great capitalization on that frag. It's all down to Grappling and Noisy to try and make this work for Team Ghost as Revenants are answering with aggression, and it's working. Grappling able to find one for himself, however, and Noisy able to pick one up for himself as well. It's all falling down to Hacks in a 2 versus 1. They are going to be rotating with each other to try and give themselves the best possible chance to win this round out. Hacks has to try and work a pick. Are going to be stacking up on the red staircase, and I think he knows that. Slowly pushing up. He might be able to get aggressive here and find one. Noisy's going to hop on cams. Hacks is going to take that chance to get aggressive, but no, Grappling is there to close out the round. And here we go. This is finally going to be the last round of the split. Might be able to see a 4-2. I think it might be leaning toward a 3-5. They know they're going to go downstairs. Team Ghosts just have the clears for it. They're able to take these easy gunfights. I think Revenants just don't have the information and don't really have the positioning to be working a team like this. They would have supported TJ. I think the point of TJ pushing by himself was kind of just getting in the building. I mean, if they knew that it was clear and TJ was pushing like that, they definitely could have had an easy round, like you said, but Not exactly sure why they didn't pinch. I think Hacks got a free pick off of one of the guys' master balk, and then, you know, someone or
Defenders,
TJ got
protect your
refragged. It
bombs
was a
from
3
being
versus
defused by
4.
attackers.
Tried to get some trade backs. Hacks was able to pick up another. Or at least I think that's what happened. Everything was happening so fast, man. Shit was going crazy. Downstairs defense. I kind of like the Rook, you know? I think that gives the guys on site a little bit more chance to stay alive. I'd rather heals, you know? Like, I say, T-Bird's not banned. You bring a T-Bird, that's a Nitro and heals. You know, not a lot can go wrong with that. But you need to keep the Nitros on site, especially for a vertical pressure. I like having the people above, but keeping the guys on site with Nitros just allows to cut off, like, or easily get a frag. If you know where they're gonna, I mean, kind of knowing where they're gonna fuse is kind of easy. You just kind of wait for the sound cue. You know, say they fuse back here, that means they're not gonna fuse back there again. They're probably gonna fuse this side or this side, maybe even memo. So you could kind of predict it, but you have to be really, really careful with it because you only really get one chance. Reminds me of Benji Master. Yeah, TJ doesn't really remind me of Benji Master. He reminds me of just like a super, super aggressive. He reminds me of like a Fuck, what's his name? Fatal's able to find one for himself. I'm trying to think of his name. Damn, that's a great first pick though. TG finding the Oryx on the roam. What's his name? Nesk. He reminds me of Nesk from Liquid. God, he reminds me of Nesk. This is how dangerous it is. Putting a drone in front of a fragger like TJ, he's a threat. Like, absolutely a threat. Graplin's going to go for a call here. A little bit of vertical coming out. That's a lot faster than they had last time. Still the crossover take. Not sure why they're doing a crossover take. You know, they do find the roamer on the Minty, but I feel like just doing a master over would still be just as efficient. A Sheik going to be able to pick one up and even out the score line onto TJ. That's a great frag, especially knowing how aggressive TJ is and the utility he has for those China doors. Normic's still going to go for a little bit of fuse charges, trying to see if he can pick up a little bit of health off these defenders. Sheik's in a great spot. Smutiny going to be able to hold down this mudroom, but Sheik gets taken down by Fatal off of a great angle. Now making it a 4 versus 3. Hax is hiding in a great position, but it leaves Trilly on site by himself. You know, if he gets taken down from vertical, wow, that's a great pick onto the fuse, and Smutiny's going to be able to find one for himself as well to even, or not even, but make this defense pressure more and more known. 2 versus 3 now. Noisy and Grappling still on the vertical, seeing if they can work something before pushing into sight. Finds the feet of Hax, or sorry, Trilly, but not able to pick up a shot. Ooh, Noisy. Oh, he's on cams. Thought he was about to get a vertical kill. Trilly pushing the memo, trying to make himself known. Smutiny holding a great angle on the Ivy. Hack's still holding strong on the bottom Astro stairs. He's going to start peeking up the hatch a little bit. 20 seconds left. Diffuser's in hand, but they're not going to be able to find anything for these castles, and Hax is able to find one onto Noisy. It's going to be all down to Grappling. He's going to drop smoke and gone 6. He's inside the site here. Can he make something happen? He has to go for a plant or take them all down. He's going to be able to find one. He's pushing up for a second, but Trilly's going to be able to impact him, and Revenants are going to pull a 4-2 going into the split. I'm excited to see what they work on defense here as TG are going to switch. They have pretty good attacker strats. Let's see if they have any really interesting or complicated defensive strats. I'm sure they probably do, but you never know, man. PlayStation team's not really big on running strats. Team Ghost is a team that would like running strats, though. They definitely do like running their really complicated, or I wouldn't say complicated, but really coordinated holds. Revenants doesn't look like they had too much put together. They had just a super, super aggressive frame off their defenses.
attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
We're gonna start off on AV here. Easily the primary site for Villa. Trophy is a close second. I think Trophy could be... honestly, I think every single site on Villa besides Living is a strong site. I'd consider Trophy, AV, and Dining all primary sites. You could really run whichever first. Just because they're super, super strong in nature. But when you go to maps like Clubhouse, you have CC, which is 90% of the time the primary. Basement could also be a primary for most teams, but it's considered a secondary. And then you got Gym, which is the tertiary. And I honestly think Living Room's a secondary, tertiary, whatever you want to really call it. But it's just not as strong as like Dining is, because it's just so big. You have so much like room to work off of, versus Dining down here is literally just, you know, kitchen and dining. It's just this. And you're cutting off half the map here, so Living Room is going to be a lot harder to hold because there's so much more space around it and above it to keep control of, so it's just a lot harder to defend for sure. I like this setup though. They have a lot of vertical holes, a lot of you know, utility denial. Great work up here, but they don't have any wall denial. They fully reinforced study, which is kind of concerning without wall denial because it allows for an easy study take, but luckily for them, the study take is not what's happening. We got a Sheik already up in 90. Not even... They know he's there. Oh, yeah. But a Sheik, great map pressure and control so far. As long as he could hold on to it and his teammates push up off of him. Minty, great first pick onto TJ. Definitely could have influenced a lot of decisions there. Trilly going to take a little bit of damage. So is Minty, but Fatal's going to find one for himself onto a Sheik. Going to be able to get traded back by Minty, though. It's a great refrag. He does a lot of damage to Trilly as well. Noisy going to take down Minty, though. Going to even out the scoreline to a 3 versus 3. Hax is still going for a little bit of drone pressure. The main cam spots his drone. They know he's going for a bit of intel. They shoot his cam. This is going to be really hard to push into. They are going to open up the 90 wall. Noisy going to find a kill onto Smutny. That's a great pick. And they're going to impact Trick Hax's ace charge onto the 90 wall. Just trying to work a little bit more if you can. Noisy pushing up, getting a little bit more aggressive. Trilly's still holding back a little bit, but he's going to get a little aggressive here in a second. He's got to push up with Hax and make some picks work if he can. Getting spotted by a Valcam and not sure where. Noisy going to rack some shots off. Not going to connect, though. 50 seconds left. Drone work coming out again. Trilly trying to find a shot on the Noisy. He's going to land it, but he's Doc. He's got those stems. Hax is holding a really passive angle on 90. He needs to take some control fast. Need to make something work here. No flashes in hand, though. It's going to be very, very hard to try and get into sight or take a gunfight. I think they see the Valcam. They do. Alright, Valcam taken down, but 20 seconds left. It wasted a lot of time. Noise is going to swing around, see if he can connect any shots on the Trilly. He's 1 HP, but just not going to be able to connect with him. Smoke canister coming out. Hax is going to have to push up here. He tries to take some shots. Noisy going for a triple now. Can he find the quad? Hax is all down by himself. Fuses in hand, but he just doesn't have enough time. He's trying to swing around, trying to get some pressure, but he's just going to back up. He just doesn't have the time and tries to find a kill on the Noisy, but just not going to work out. TG going to take the first round of the split, going up 5-2. Man, I really want to cast a finals. If anybody in here runs a league, you got finals coming up, let me know, man. This isn't one of my best casts, but trust me, bro. When I'm locked, when I really feel like casting, you get two teams that I know, two D1 teams in there that I know. I know how they play. I know everybody on the teams. Whew, man. God. ABC, TTG. That was probably one of my best casts. Second map, for sure. All 15 rounds. I kind of stopped casting halfway through, you know, but the very last round, I've actually, like, said, fuck it, we're going to cast. It's 7-7. Went pretty good. I had my headset on, though, so it just didn't sound good. You know, skill gaps, yeah, that's one of the biggest problems
Attackers
in
need to
comp
locate
right
and
now. It's
defuse
just,
bombs.
you know, you got rank stars and you have comp stars. So it's like you're trying to see two teams that are stratting against each other, but you just don't. So it's like I'm saying the same names over and over and over. Like TJ, good frags, Noisy, good retake. You know, Fatal finds the entry. Grappling finds the last kill, you know, shit like that. Minty with the
Attackers have discovered
refrag.
the location of a bomb.
It's really just the same people over and over and over getting the picks. But then you see teams bring like just really weird setups. Especially like since I kind of played at higher levels, so it's like when you see teams just bring some really weird, or I guess foreign setups to you specifically, I guess maybe not to other people. Then it's just it's kind of hard to cast over.
Defender has been discovered.
Wow, Noisy!
Has been dropped.
What a run out. Finds hacks, and that's gonna be immediately the hard breach. Wow. That was such a good first pick. When you're playing in comp, when you find the first pick onto a thermite or an ace, you find the hard breacher, your round is practically over.
Attackers recovered
Wow.
the diffuser.
Let's get in place. Let's cause some chaos.
I'm not even sure what they're gonna do now. Smutny able to find a little bit of util. Ashik's gonna find one for himself, but Noisy finding a second. Smutny's gonna go down. He's all by himself. Ashik's gonna drone up Minty here, or Minty's gonna clear out Vault a little bit, but putting a little bit of work on 90. Fatal's gonna close that. Oh my god! Fatal didn't even close it out. Fatal find one on a Minty. It's gonna be all down to Ashik. Swinging up, finds a Normic, but Fatal. Oh my god, I don't even know what's going on anymore. TG's just finding picks left and right. Thor, shut up. You forfeit. You forfeit our game. You stinky bitch. We'd still be playing that, but... No. You didn't have enough people. Yeah. I was ready to have so many clips after that game, too. Clip fucking city, dude. Let's take a look at this dining lineup. You got two C4s going on mute, switching to a zombie. Only one C4 now. The castle is always a great pick. Jaeger expected, but not necessarily needed. Especially on vertical, you know, just able to find those ADSs pretty quickly, unless you hide them really well. Thorn, pretty good. Brings a shield. Good gun, great util. Yeah, I'll get to that in a second. Azami for downstairs, I haven't seen her used much downstairs. I feel like there's better ops, but I'm sure Azami's a very creative op. As you could find so many good things to do with Azami, especially if you're trying to. Ooh,
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
I wonder if they're calling for a rehost.
Deploying ADS.
Huh?
Deploying ADS. Camera activated.
Bomb located by attackers.
Razor shallow.
Just give me one. I guess don't really give me here. Set this up real quick. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Not sure why he left.
Camera initiated.
10 seconds left before insertion.
I'm not sure if they want to rehost or what. But I don't think he's coming back. Personally.
Attackers are moving to defuse the bomb.
Have they set up any zombie barricades lately? Or, I guess, on this site? No? Okay. Azami's scary. I feel like you could really... I mean, if you patch up... I guess she is really pretty useful. Now that I'm looking at this site now, yeah, she could be fucking demonic. Blackbeard, awful pick. I'm gonna just be straight up. Unless you're playing that Repel, awful pick. Maverick, not sure why that happened Maverick. I don't know if they're trying to do some weird shit. Maverick's really only useful, I guess, for dining. Best operator you have on. Dude, I think Azami is easily one of the best operators to have in general. I think Azami is so, like, if you team her up with the right utility, you're just not losing rounds. Unless you're just an awful team that can't win any gunfights, like, at all. Then I could understand you not being able to do anything. But Minty gonna hop on the rappel here. Smutiny causing a lot of noise on Pantry here, waiting for someone to flank him up. We still have a little bit of vertical control up top, not letting go of that. It's going to be Fatal, Grappling, and a Normic to hold down the site here. See, right now is the time you want to send the Maverick over to, like, China, when everybody's got their back turned. Smutiny able to find a first pick. Fatal's going to swing him up, but he's just not able to connect onto that. Fatal, a great refrag, now putting us into a 4 versus 3. Hacks in the basement here. Minty gonna start maving up China. Yeah, absolutely. I think having a zombie is just such a great operator. Ashik able to find one onto Noisy. That's a great frag as they're trying to push up and work a little bit more here. Fatal's a little weak, but he's gonna try and tries to patch up the doorway, but it just doesn't deploy. Grappling just tucked on the corner. Ashik might be able to find his feet. He's able to see his toes. He's going to shoot through the doorway, and Grappling's going to go down to 1 health. TJ, though, going to find a pick on the Minty there. That's going to be the Maverick. Ashik going to punch down the doorway. Grappling goes down. He's looking for Fatal next, and Ashik is going to find the frag. Hacks and Ashik working their magic, but TJ finds one onto Ashik there, now in a 1 versus 1. Hacks pushing up on the doorway. A little bit of pre-fire coming out. No shots connect, but he lands it through the wall. Hacks has to try and take this gunfight. Does not have the diffuser in hand. Drone's going to come down. Gets muted. TJ swinging out to the left. He pushes up, and TJ able to close out the round in a 1 versus 2, and that's going to be the game. 7-2. Team Ghost Revenants. Team Ghost easily showed that they were the superior team there, trying to close out that game as fast as they could, and they definitely did. Yeah, TJ wins those, especially when you're pushing a 1v2 like that. You want to have the diffuser, and you want to play together. If you don't play together, TJ's the better gunfight winner in both those situations. I honestly believe that. So when he's able to take ones like that, and you're just tossing him gunfights, it's no bueno, man, no bueno. Great job by both these teams. Great game to watch. Hopefully we can get a cast soon where we get a better game.